Thank you, was all that reached his rapidly retreating audience. Drum song ending stomps was a shout out to shadows slipping away into concrete crevices. Wistful look at inventory, ready to merchandise. Well, a few remain, carrying only about items in tins, parleying to get the ones offered to the wag bucket bag. Confusion about contents of trade goods cringed to understanding. Dog food. No one spoke. Ancient version of sign language fluttered from flying hands. Every uttered sound caused everyone to cover mouths, signing, no talking. Shook heads, no. Now, some stage and talked. They were cheery, bartered for 2 short mystery cans, their labels long gone, crushed pineapples. Contents disappointed, left. Surveyed the scene from the tailgate stage, seen all the fallen debris going out from this point. Foundations on all sides, their tall structures splayed out. Yeah, it's the center of something. It looks like a starburst from the air, and it's not the only one. I can see the edges of others all around us. Shouldn't there be a hole right here if something blew up and knocked everything out? Don't say how you could avoid one, if that's how this happened. Glimpses, groups starting, big sacks over their shoulders. Within the piercing screech in his own ears, perceived a stuttering staccato of low panting sounds. Staring, spotted a person headed their way. Loping gait continued getting closer. Tailgate perched pair shrugged in mutual lack of understanding. Relaxed, watched, waited. Sherman wants. Face pivoted, finger pointed past the nose. You. Turned, ran back the way he came. Big. Hey, are we supposed to follow? Single insistent, yes, nod. Held rigid hand in a chopping motion across lips. Restarted off as another group sped between them. They also had sacks slung, were definitely giggling. When our energetic guide raised both arms over his head, pulsating stiff fingers while presenting palms, the greeting was returned. The passing of the crowd was a pause, then a start his gun. Up the messenger went. Wide look, turned, put the tailgate up. Deliberate, measured, thoughtful, watchful steps brought loving scratches to giant jaws. With reins off Lester, horses trailed, their wagon followed. Now the fellow running back, upset. Motioned to come and stayed stopped till standing nervously near. Silently asked if there was an emergency. Barely understandable fist squeezed out. Sherman wants. Motioned, happy to follow, spoke. But I don't jog. Point made slowly, stiffly, striking a match, lighting a cigar. Big puffs offered a share. Did calm, but waved away smoke. The two walked side by side, poked to get attention. Did just dance. What's your name? Quick flick. Rubble. Good to meet you. Pace picked up. That was countered by slowing. Seesawed speeds till resumed original stride. All around them would catch hints of groups of people with sacks. Some came close, others right up and down the way they were going. The chuckles and waves were always the same from the tightly packed running groups. Hey, Rubble, what do they got in the bags? Talk to Sherman, fidgeted. Is it treasure? Yes. Fingers flip to grimace, lips too late to catch the oops word. Distraught arms fling, clenched hands down, muzzling communication. Looking around, looking like a tourist, moving into a more occupied area of the city, next blowout over. Passage from one knockdown zone to another could be seen as the broken sections of ruins would stop getting further apart and start to narrow back to a central point. Whole place had the look of trains heading into an engine house. More and more small groups were seen. It was hard to tell men from women. All the citizens dressed alike had that same stoop-forward, neck-out, hunchback look. Anyone not lounging about in spaces whose windows and doors were long gone, eating excitedly, communicating enthusiastically, also cafe, was on a knee-high trot, hurrying in and out from one place and interaction to another. Advertisements began to show up. They weren't bright or hung to attract attention. Silent, strutting hawkers whacked them with flat sticks. Quite a variety of ideas were in the marketplace, all presented so that bent persons would not have to strain their heads skyward to read them. A vendor approached wearing a round carousel ad, spinning, allowed everyone to read its content. What's it say? Asked Sherman. Stopped solidly, spiking, asking you, it's us, here, asked Sherman. All the time, those little tweedy waves. Thou, you must go in. Thou. You coming, Raven? Loud croak. Attacked, you're not getting the point, hisses. Could gesture, but Bird wondered with 8 occupied toes and wing feathers how he was supposed to sign. Lester and Earl leaned into each other. Offer to remove halters was declined. I won't be long. Down a long, low, sloping hallway, then underground from that level, and then lower still. At the end of it all, a baby-faced man sat. From the way his knees protruded, the pretty cherub inside the button from the collar top down to the floor, its swept lab coat might have been sitting cross-legged on a small seat. Scrutinized their saluting salutations. Once alone, the angelic-looking gentleman, slow and low, disembodied reception drawled. So how's it hanging, wing or raven? Long and loose. That's more of a human thing. Ravens don't hang, but I'm doing fine. Now they knew where everyone's laughter came from, and took it for granted that anyone with wires would dial Phil bleepity bleepity blinkety blinkety bleep 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 humming device running up his stool could speak Raven. You probably want to know how I know your names. Sure, why not? I am the Oracle of Zip. You wanted to see us? Neither Rubble nor I brought you here. Sending Rubble just kept you from fumbling around till your fated destination was found. So who do you talk to? What? You're an oracle. Who answers? Master Memory Machine has become a being, knows all and speaks through me, and you have been summoned to do a great good for us, but you must ask a question to get the ball rolling. Dead. What? The city people. What do they got in the bags? After two jerks of noggin-knocking surprised winks, dumbfounded bit of stuttering to get traction on lips. I can see the future, tell fortunes, spy on enemies and all that, and you want to know from me what you could ask anyone on the street? It's all I have on my mind right now. Well, that last strained miscellaneous tight piss squeaks through class choppers. Okay, better one. What's the favor you see me doing? Actually, they are the same. Maybe in your childlike way, that's why you asked a seemingly irrelevant question. Food is the answer to both. These are the descendants of people who lived in cities, and they hunt and find the containers of the ancestors. My current commands can't do these cryptic cans. Damn aluminum! There are depositories of inventories, warehouses still full, and we need help finding them. Ever think of farming? Take a look when you go back out. Miles of tar and unplantable ground forever. Besides, we know we can do this and live here for hundreds of more years, if it only wasn't for Chairman. A rival? No, an enemy. His people are more brutish than mine, and they are hoarding the supplies. There are traditions of place of birth, parent source that make them hate us. So, when do you get around to doing good deeds? Don't. Every effort hurts something. Beings do. Interpretation, not a specialty. Soft, placating, pretentiously tolerant, okay, chuckles emerged. You don't think you're going to help us. You act like it's already happened. It has. How'd I do? Just fine. It was a great hero's funeral. What did I do? You bequeathed us the mother lode. How? The calling has come. Master Memory Machine has chosen me. You completed our hookup. He brought you out of the radiated sand to take the tools and turn the screws to make it so. I always knew the answer to my needs were out there in that desert. I sent many, none returned. What's out there in the desert? More desert. I'll help. You did. Very important part to play. I get a hero's funeral too? Steady, suspicious, soured stare shadowed Sharman's face. I talk to you because I don't get much chance to vocalize. But remember, as you gather gear, back outside is quiet. That's our way. This place used to be polluted with noise. Now we value soundless. That little song was fine, but we mostly exchange stories for entertainment. No wonder you think dog food is great. What kind of food? You eat dog food. It was a widespread, delicious dining delicacy in the deep, distant times. It is our favorite, too. Be going now. Parting reach out to wrap it to avoid, took a tiny hand and shook it. The owner shunned the grasp, shying back, shivering. Baby-faced look of full diapers bobbed inversely to the up and down of the pumping grip. Finished the shake very quickly. Shook it, and he fell off. The skyscrapers will stand again. Right.